Hey, y'all. Hey, and happy Thursday. Yay, yay. Listen, it is your girl, Coach Tuka. First of all, my name is Tanisha James, but I am affectionately known as Coach Tuka. Listen, I'll have to tell the story of why I am called Coach Tuka, but I have to do it on a different day because I will not be before you long, but I did want to come and bring the word of the day, okay? But today's a very, very important day in my free community, which I will tell you about later in this video in about 54 minutes. We will be meeting for our monthly training in April. So I have a free community where I have a free community and a VIP community where I help women just like you lose weight, physical weight, but I also show them how to keep it off for the rest of their life. Okay. I show them how to make this thing something that they can do for life. It's a lifestyle, not a 6 week plan, not a 90-day plan. We learn how to do this thing forever and ever and ever, and I am coaching down. Okay. So if you catch this live in time, why don't you come join us? We start in 52 minutes. All right. So here's what I'm going to talk about today. Everything that I share with you has to do with weight loss. And here's the reason why this is so important to me. For so many years of my life, I don't even want to tell you how long, but for so many years of my life, I was unhappy with my body and what I saw in the mirror and how much weight was on it. And then over time, as I got more into adulthood, I started to develop chronic illnesses like high blood pressure and anemia and debilitating menstrual cycles and ocular migraines and extreme fatigue and fibroids and all these things that people would easily say um, were because you're aging, right? I just had my annual ladies visit with my doctor, and the conversation we had, it almost got a little aggressive. I left not even sure if I like her anymore. I was like, girl, I don't know if I like you no more. But I had to realize like this is the system. So anyway, I'm just saying that the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because I set out on a journey to lose 50 pounds. I got the greatest coach on the face of the earth. All right. And she did. She ushered me through losing um 50 pounds, but not only that, she helped me get down. I actually lost 90. Like, y'all probably don't know that, but I actually lost 90, but I stay in the like 80-pound range. And so I got the world's greatest coach. And so my journey started because I wanted to address what I physically saw on my body, like what my body physically looked like. I just wanted to get some of the weight off. I didn't even have enough sense to say, Lord, can you make my chronic illnesses go away? I did ask for more energy though. All right. So I'm saying all that to say what it led to was me realizing that, oh, you know what? This thing is not just about the physical weight that I'm carrying on my body, but most of us, that's the thing that makes us start to take the step because we're with ourselves every day. We look in the mirror and we're like, I don't like what I see. Okay. I don't like what's looking back at me. And so that's the thing that gets us to take action. But what you'll discover that is if you're going to do this thing for the rest of your life, there's some other weights that you're carrying that you're going to have to deal with. All right. So I want to tell you the truth today because some of us have been here and I have been you. So if I ain't there today, but I've been there, okay? Some of us in the room, I know you say you want to lose weight. Maybe it's not so much the weight, but some of you want to look better. Some of you want to feel better. Some of you want to get to back to the version of yourself who was not tired all the time. Here's what I find. I could step into a room with busy moms, career-oriented women with children and spouses. And if I mention things like decision fatigue, being overwhelmed, just being flat out exhausted, that you like want to escape and run away from home, these women will get it. So that lets me know that this is more common than we talk about. So it sounds admirable. And one of the things we do is we say we want to get back to that version of ourselves, the version of us that was fun, that had an attention span bigger than a flea, that had energy that lasts all day, right? That felt good in our body, that looked in the mirror and said, "Oh, I like I like it," right? But here's what I want to ask you: if you've ever asked yourself that, if you said like, I'm finna get my weight together, man. I'm tired of feeling like I feel. I'm finna do something about it. I want to ask you, are you telling yourself the truth? Because what I know to be true is, and I am saying this, I'm taking back. You saying you too busy. Okay. But somehow you still got time to scroll on Instagram or The TikTok, baby, which is a little different. You got time to do some things. You still eating snacks. You still doing everything for everybody. All right. You saying Monday, I'm going to get right. On Monday, I'm going to act right. But you said that last Monday. And you said it the Monday before that. And you said it the Monday before that. And the Monday before that. All right. So I want to talk about it because I know we always hear that weight loss starts in the kitchen. And the kitchen is very, very important. It is the kitchen. You can't ignore the kitchen. But I say that it starts in the mirror. It starts with looking at yourself and having some honest conversation. So I want to tell you what's really going on when you do this, starting every Monday cycle. Uh, okay, who did this before? Tell me in the chat if you've ever done this. We go off on everybody in the house. We be like, you know what? I'm tired of everybody asking me for something. Every time I need something done, don't nobody do it for me. It's always me doing for you. Next time, I'm gonna do for me. I'm gonna do for me like I do for y'all, and then y'all gonna do for y'all like I do for y'all. Everybody gonna be but we go off, right? And then some days pass, and we doing it again. We right back at it. Okay, Miss Lyle said first of the month. There it is, and the month before that, and the month before that, and the month before that. Here's what's really happening. Everybody knows what to eat. You're not having a hard time because you don't know what to eat. Okay. It's not that you don't know what to eat. You're not having a hard time because you don't have the right plan. All right. You might not have the right systems, but we could Google a plan. I got a plan that's free. My coach got a plan that's reasonably priced. All right. So that's not why you're not doing well. You stuck here though because one, you're trying to keep yourself from failing again. Okay. So when you say it, you're not all in. You're not all the way in. Like you say it, but you talk it, but you don't walk it. All right. And it's because you don't want to leave yourself disappointed again, talking about what you're gonna do, and really give 120%, be locked in, and then still fail. So instead of actually starting, you just talk about doing it. You just talk about what you're going to do. And you say that part publicly. All right. And sometimes we say it privately and we only partially believe it because we are afraid. We don't call it fear, though. We don't say, I'm afraid to fail again. And this is why I'm not being successful. But the fear shows up looking like being super busy, doing things that are none of your business, handling business that ain't yours. The fear shows up in trying to be perfect in perfectionism. I got to get it just right. I got to measure, got the 1/4 cup. Got the, that's right. All right. I got to get everything just right. All right. But it's still fear. The fear shows up in allowing other things to distract you. All right. So we say it, but we don't necessarily mean it. Okay. So here's what I want you to do about it. Here's the work. We got to tell the truth. First of all, something like losing weight is going to require an investment from you. It's going to require an investment of time. It's going to require an investment of focus. It's going to require an investment of setting some boundaries and cutting some things off for a season. All right. I just came off of 7 days of all fruits, all vegetables, just water, and I feel phenomenal. All right. Now, would I be tested right, Tanisha? Would I be lying if I said from day one, the day I said I'm gonna go raw, that I hadn't been like, man, I could really go for some chicken right now. And I don't even love chicken like that. I'm a salmon girl, okay? But I didn't thought about salmon. I didn't thought about chicken, okay? I didn't thought about popcorn. So I'm not gonna say that every day I felt as amazing as I do today. So what happens is we start and we say something to ourselves, believing something different. So the difference is when I started the 7 days, I knew I was going to finish them no matter what. Now, I didn't know if it was going to get difficult, if it was going to get hard, but I knew I'm doing these 7 days. Why? First of all, I felt terrible in my body. Okay. I just was like, I know what it feels like to wake up and be like, man, I feel good. Like my brain's firing on all cylinders. Went to the doctor today. She tried to feed me some okey doke. Okay, I think I'm in the perimenopausal. She started. I knew she was gonna do it. The hormonal talk. She gave me like a modified option. She was like, you could do it. And I don't even got nothing going on that is alarming to her. Okay, I don't have nothing going on that I ain't got no high flash. I don't got nothing going on that would like be like, oh my God, you about to lose. I'm not all the things the menopausal women say, but evidently something's going on. So I'm in the we in the season, okay? And so she's like, just think about it, just give it some thought, because you might end up. And I'm like, oh, the devil is a liar. I almost hit it with the Proverbs 18 flex. The tongue can bring life or death, and those who love to talk will reap the consequence. You won't speak that over me. No, I refuse it. So we're gonna tell the truth. That's number one. I didn't get off track. Number one, we're gonna tell the truth, and we're gonna say to ourselves today, I have been avoiding doing the work. There's work to be done, and for whatever reason, if I want to do it, I just ain't doing it. All right. I've been avoiding the work. Look yourself in the mirror and say, self, you have been avoiding the work. I've been avoiding the work because I'm afraid to fail again. I've been avoiding the work because I really, struggle to stay consistent. I've been avoiding the work because I don't have boundaries that will let me tell some people no. I've been avoiding the work because I'm not really clear what I should be focusing on in this season of my life. I've been avoiding the work because it's easier to stay like this. It's comfortable. It feels like a warm blanket. I've been avoiding the work because I don't really think my health is so out of way that I could die tomorrow. I've been avoiding the work for whatever reason. Remember, we don't condemn or shame ourselves, but we're going to tell ourselves the truth. So I've been avoiding the work. That's number one. All right. Now, I want you to write down what you've been telling yourself when you avoid the work. All right. Sometimes it sounds like this. Oh my God, I was going to work out today. It sounds like, oh my God, I was going to work out today. But then what had happened was my daughter had cheer. Yep. And Tanisha, what BB and CC say? Who promised you tomorrow? Okay. But sometimes avoiding the work looks like, oh my God, work is so stressful. I just cannot get out work on time. Listen, I'm going to do it tomorrow because my schedule is so busy. There's a lot going on. Sometimes avoiding the work looks like I was going to eat a salad today, but oh my God, I got hungry. I realized I ain't had no lettuce or none of that. And I went open the refrigerator and there was the spaghetti and catfish from last week. And I just ate that. Sometimes avoiding the work looks like, I was going to, eat right today, but then my friends called me and they said we were going to go to Mexican and, you know, and all of this is tied to not being honest with yourself. All right. So I want you to say whatever, I want you to write down whatever it is you tell yourself when you get yourself out of the work. And then because we focus heavily on Proverbs 18, life and death in the power of the tongue, I want you to write on the other side of the paper what you need to say instead. All right. And then you're gonna set one promise today that you're actually going to do. You're gonna tell yourself one thing. I just did a coaching session today with one of my mentees this morning, and I was telling her we're not trying to flip this thing overnight. Okay, so I can give you this one anchor habit that I want you to do that kind of knocks you started at the start of the day, and it sets the tone for the rest of the day, and it centers you to like, baby, let's go get it. It's almost like a putting the devil on notice. All right. And so what is the promise? Are you going to start drinking your water? Are you going to start to move your body? Are you going to stop eating Chick-fil-A every day? Are you going to start eating things that God created, right? What is the promise that you're going to make to yourself that you are going to actually keep? And then you're going to get up tomorrow and you're going to do it. All right? And then you're going to do it again tomorrow. And then you're going to do it again the next day, and the next day, and the next day. This is how you build trust with yourself. All right. So the thing that's getting in the way, and is not before you even get to your food, is the conversations that you are having with you that don't hold you accountable, that let you off the hook, and don't force you to be honest with yourself. Because when we tell ourselves, like, I got all these things to do, so everybody does. I know people say, "Oh my God, I'm a caregiver for this family member and that family." I know people who are caregivers all day for family members and still do what they need to do to take care of themselves. Now, is there some work that they have to do, some adjustments they have to make? Absolutely. But they do it. I know people who have way more kids than some of us do. I just got two. I just seen some family. I got a friend, I think she got four boys. I got two friends with four boys and homeschooled them all and ran businesses. Okay. And somehow they get it done. Okay. So I'm just saying to you, ask God to give you the strength to do it, but that starts with being honest with yourself. And you have to start getting yourself in a position where you trust you because you don't believe you no more. So when you say, I'm going to start over Monday, you said it, but you was like, I kind of hope we do. Because we done told us we going to do it so many times and we don't do it. So we don't believe us for real. All right. And then, like I said yesterday in the video before this, yesterday's live, when you tell yourself, you know what, I always fall off. If you talk to yourself like that, guess what? When you fall off, you be like, see, I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. But here's what God wants you to know. He didn't even create you to, we are living in stuff that wasn't his plan for us. These cycles, he didn't want us like the Israelites. Round and 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 round again and round again and round again and round again. That wasn't God plan for us. But sometimes, all right, when you're hard-headed and you don't learn the lesson, looky, we doing the same thing all over again. Guess what? Guilt, shame, starting over. That's not God's intention for us. All right. You know what the word did say though? You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So we're gonna tell ourselves the truth. Like when I looked in the mirror, when I really started figuring this thing out, what I knew is just spinning the block. When I really like had an because I know these excuses because guess who told them to me? Me. Okay. I was a busy person, and I'm still a very busy person. Extremely busy. I'm extremely busy. Sometimes people say, I don't know how you do it. And sometimes I say, it's just me and Jesus. That's the only logical answer I got. All right. So we're all busy. All right. But the truth is, what do you have in your hand? Because see, here's how faithful God is to us. He moves us through different seasons in life. And it's our responsibility to realize, like, okay, in this season, in this particular season, these are the things I should be focusing on. So there were things that I used to do that in this season, I don't necessarily need to do those things anymore. They're actually not as beneficial as they used to be because I have grown. All right. So God wants us to recognize what's the season and what needs to be on my plate, in my hands in this particular season. So there was a season where I was heavily nurturing friend relationships, right? I was available for everybody's everything. So yes, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, right? This ain't that season. And it's not because I don't love my friends. This is not the season. I'm in a planting, seed sowing season. Okay. I'm dropping seeds. It's springtime, baby. I'm planting stuff over here. All right. Harvest will come. I will reap a harvest. And then we can go eat on at that time. But right now, I'm planting something. I'm building something. And I can't take my hands, my eyes off of it right now. I can't. All right. Because yes, to these things that ain't none of your business. Some of your family members have problems, stressors, and situations that they created on their own with their disobedience and their hard-headedness. And because of your proximity to them and their access to you, they done dumped it over in your plate and you handling somebody's business that ain't got nothing to do with you. And while you handling their business, okay, because I was a professional handling everybody else's business. Y'all, one time, let me tell y'all this. Now I promise I'm gonna get up here because I gotta get prepared for the next training. I have a family member, and I don't know. I'm the type of friend I have been told more than once. Okay, You might be sharing something with me, but I'm gonna have a solution. I'm always have a suggestion. Well, here's what you need to do. I'm always telling you what to do. And so I had this family member who would always have these different situations and would be sharing them. And because I'm friendly, I can send you a little money. I could do. I'm always volunteering what I could do. And so one time we were having a conversation, and I mentioned, I be being there for you, and this was the most liberating thing anybody could ever say to me. They said, "I didn't ask you to do that for me," and I was like, first of all, the Holy Spirit had snatched me, and I was like, "You are right. You're right. You didn't. You didn't ask me." I inserted myself in some business that ain't mine. That ain't my business. So I start adopting the principle like, okay, Lord, like I don't just jump out there and be like, okay, I can do this for you. I take this thing to the Holy Spirit. Lord, is this my battle to help fight? This for me? All right. And it gets frustrating sometimes for family members because you might need to wait to hear from me. I might not have an immediate answer to the issue you got going on. All right. And I'm generous. I am generous, but I got to wait because see, I got a tendency, a natural propensity to insert myself in stuff that don't got nothing to do with me, and then have myself stressed out. All right, have myself. Then I'm over somewhere eating ice cream because I'm having a bad day and in my feelings because of this situation that ain't even my business. So I always ask God every morning, Lord, show me where to put my hands. All right, I have a plan for the day, and if it ain't right, Lord, blow that thing up. Blow it up and help me know it's you so I can do it. All right. But y'all, I think they thought they were saying something. I don't know. But they weren't lying. I don't even think they was getting smart. I just brought up, hey, listen, I can do a lot of stuff for you. They was like, baby, ain't nobody asked you to do nothing for me. I said, you was right. Okay. And I selectively do now. I selectively do. I don't know how I got here, y'all. I'm so sorry. So listen, here's all I want to say before I close. Tonight we'll be talking about how to make your life line up. There's a friction happening between you, the woman you want to be, and who you actually are on a day-to-day basis. And we want to talk about how do we line this thing up, all right? So that you make your life match the goals that you say you have. So we start in uh 32 minutes. We start in 32 minutes, okay? So if you are already in the Ready Set Habits wellness community or the Success Squad, I know some of you are, don't worry, I'm about to shoot the link to you. It's on your calendar, but I'm about to text you the link right now, and I'll see you in 30 minutes, okay? But I just want you to know, baby, it ain't too late. You just one honest conversation away from turning it all around. That's all it takes is for you to keep it 100 with you about what you are doing, because you say one thing and you do another thing. And the word says, now that we know these things, we will be blessed if we do them. God will bless your action. All right. So you do have to call out what it is that's blocking you. And then now we just got to start to do it. I love y'all to life. I will see y'all tomorrow. And I wanted to add this. If you guys ever have any topics that you want me to talk about, you can always email me at Tooka, TOOKA, at readysethabits.com. I ain't got you. All right. Might take me a minute, might not be the very next video, but I will make a video response for you based on what is your biggest like struggle area? What holds you back the most? I got you. I'm telling you, it had held me back before. I have been bound by so many things, and now I'm free, and I want to help you do the same. So I love you to life, and I will see you in the April training in the Ready Set Habits community in 30 minutes. Have a great and amazing afternoon, and I will see you guys soon.